Hey guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do an unboxing without the box, because what happened 2 weeks ago was this Ibanez Gio got delivered. I unboxed it, started to record it, and a few life things happened, and I wound up only getting as far as tuning it, and I had to put it in my rack. Now, that was 2 weeks ago. This is the Ibanez Gio, like I said, and its biggest point to make note of is its price point. This is somewhere between 220 and 240, and it's worth it. My little disclaimer, it'll probably be going for less when this comes out. But let's just go over it real quick. Like I said, economy guitar. I tuned it 2 weeks ago, and I put it in a guitar rack with some other guitars. I have to admit, the tuners, it stayed in tune, just sitting there for 2 weeks. I have higher end guitars that sit there for 2-3 days and they go out of tune. But it managed to maintain its tune. It's got, to get to the truss rod, it's got this like little plastic door here, as opposed to, most time when you need to get to a truss rod to do some adjustments, you're taking everything apart. This is just a little plastic door that pops open. The fretboard, or the frets, you got 24 frets going on this. A lot of shred players like to have the 24 frets, like Anita Strauss, Sophie Lloyd, Cole Rowland. These guys are just awesome players, and they utilize every fret. The one thing that is a con about the neck is the frets kind of hang over a little bit. They give you a little bit of a rash up and down. Now that'll either wear in as you use it, or you get yourself some sandpaper or file. You can take care of that very simply. The neck is slim. That's where they say it's really fast, and the action's pretty good. And it does not have like a lacquer finish to it, so it's not, your hand's not going to stick to it as much when you're trying to move. And it you can move up and down very easily. Now this has a tremolo bar. When they showed me the picture, I just took a glance at it and I assumed it was going to be a Floyd Rose system. It's not. It's an Ibanez tremolo bar, which once again brings me back around to the point of very easy maintenance. These are simple to take care of. Floyd Rose, you've got multiple Allen screws and you're tuning from back here, and we'll get into that in another video. It has double humbuckers. Bridge humbucker, naturally, of course. You want to get your lead sounds out of your crunch, your hard rock songs, hard rock music coming out of there. And the front one is supposed to be always for a little bit more clear, acoustic kind of sound. I'm not really sure how that's going to come across in this guitar, because you buy one of these guitars and you have one, it's an unwritten law in the guitar world amongst guitar players that in your stable you have to have a shred guitar. It's an unwritten rule. Stick around, you'll hear it, you'll obey it like the rest of us did. But it has a 5-way switch, so the coils can be front, back, split together, split the coils. Actually pretty good variety in it. The paint job on the outside, on the front, is really nice. It's got a nice color to it. It's got this little white trim going on, and the back is a little bit different. It looks like it was just hurried out of the factory, but then again, these are at that price point, and also easy access if you want to adjust anything. Would be your tremolo bar, things of that nature on the bridge. So what I'm going to do with this right now is I'm going to go set it up a little bit, adjust the neck, adjust the pickups, try and move the bridge around a little bit, because like I said, when I had that other guitar that was a little bit more complicated, I wasn't as confident. This, I'm not so worried about. Looks like it's very low maintenance, very simple, very easy. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back in a second and see what we got. Hey guys, here we are. I have tuned it and kind of made 1 or 2 more adjustments. It's going to have a very good grit sound coming out of it, because right now I'm on the bridge pickup. And just so you know, it's going through my Spark, Positive Grid Spark 40 watt amp. That's why the iPad's out for the distortions. They're really great. We'll do a thing on that one day. So, let's see what we got. comes in. The dive bombing would be more in a and it, for the money, you are getting a good shred guitar. Let's see. What else we can put on here? Oh. So, these are different sounds that are coming out of it. This is the bridge pickup. And you see the tremolo bar, you can get the dive bombs, you can get the things you want. Just go both of them together and tone it down a little bit. Put back on the gain. Not that much. Even when I tone down the gain and have it on, this is both pickups. So why don't we do this? I will give you what the acoustic might sound on it, which will be just like a clearer, hopefully, brighter type of thing. Let's see what we got. So, got no volume. Does give a pretty clean sounding to it. I gotta admit, I'm actually very impressed. So with what's going on in the world today, and put that aside for a second. If you have I'm too close to the amp. If you have a child, teenager, young kid, and they are giving you the whole, I want to play guitar, I want to play guitar, I want to play guitar, this is the perfect guitar for them. Because two reasons. Two reasons. Just get rid of that. Two reasons. One, its price point is excellent for what it is. And if the person you bought it for loses interest, you can sell it on eBay, you can donate it to a kid's music school. If it's within 30 days, for the most part, you can take it back to a lot of stores. Personally, I believe this one will go to a kid's school. And if you are dad trying to recapture what we once had in the 80s, this will take you there. And it will do what it has to do. So, like I said, the fact that it didn't come with a Floyd Rose tremolo bar and that it doesn't have these fancy gimmicks and gadgets all over it, you grow to appreciate those things as you grow as a guitar player. I have guitars that have all that stuff on them. I'll be going through them sooner or later. You'll see me playing them. And they're fun to have, but you gotta also know how to use them. And believe it or not, on Amazon, Amazon Movies, they have a whole set of movies on how to mix your pedals together to get certain kinds of sounds. That is just kind of cool. So, remember, won't break the bank. It is sturdy. Good tuners. The humbuckers sound good. Tremolo bar easy to take care of. Easy to maintain. This is pretty much the ultimate starter's guitar. When I was starting out, I didn't even have a guitar like this, but that was a long time ago. Like I said, even if you just want an addition to your stable, you don't want to break the bank on it. It is definitely worth the bang for the buck. It's got excellent tone. And once again, finally, great price point and easy maintenance. And believe me, if you are giving this to your child, be prepared for two things. One, it's going to be out of tune a lot. Get them a tuner, just the Snark clip-on tuner, super tight. Clips onto the neck. Doesn't need, it's like $20. Doesn't have to be, you know, a super expensive tuner. That is what's going to be happening. It'll be out of tune really quickly. Also, learn to not have to hate listening to Smoke on the Water, because they are going to crank it out like there's no tomorrow, because that's just the thing that kids do. I know I did it myself. I must have driven my parents up the wall. So, thank you very much for coming back. I will put some links in the chat. And, oh, real big important thing. I'm still doing a guitar giveaway once a month. Here's how that goes. You get to my channel, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. I don't even care if it's a bad comment. Just subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you'll like whatever video I put out. I know, even said this a couple times, my first 30 to 50 videos are probably going to stink. But I try to make them stay entertaining. So, if you leave any kind of comment whatsoever, in quotation marks, just write guitar giveaway. Because Google will show me who did that, and once a month, people will be getting a guitar for doing that. And that is how I'm going to show my gratitude. And I am going to go, and I thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next video.